coming up on LA This Week.
Before COVID-19, our focus was on getting people housed. Now our focus is to keep our residents healthy.
Safer at home. That's the only way we're going to be able to control it until it dies down, until we build immunity, until there's a vaccine or medication for it.
Have the audience hear a 103-year-old machine, 103-year-old sounds that they'd probably never heard.
Hello everyone, I'm Maria Hall-Brown. Here's what's happening in LA this week. Channel 35 and the City of LA are here to keep you up to date on the latest developments on coronavirus. Mayor Eric Garcetti is holding daily briefings with the latest information for all Angelenos. Video streams are available at lacityview.org/live, as well as facebook.com/mayorofla. On the internet, the best resources are publichealth.lacounty.gov and coronavirus.lacity.org. Stay informed. Sign up for Notify LA to receive emergency alerts. It's easy. Text your zip code to 888-777 to sign up. Find out more at emergency.lacity.org. Her primary mission is to provide rapid and mobile medical and surgical services to support Marine Corps' air-ground task forces. Her current mission is to provide medical relief for the city of Los Angeles as we brace for the worst of the coronavirus to hit. I'm talking, of course, about the USNS Mercy. Governor Gavin Newsom and LA Mayor Eric Garcetti were present to celebrate her arrival to the Port of Los Angeles. Take a look.
The USNS Mercy arrived here in San Pedro, and I want to just thank the President personally on behalf of a grateful region, on behalf of a grateful state for sending this ship.
I know the conversations he had directly with our President and Vice President is why we have today a ship that now will be the largest hospital in Los Angeles.
The capacity of up to 1,000 beds within that ship.
And so this truly is mercy on the water. This truly is mercy at the beds. This truly is mercy and the expression of who we are as Americans and as people at this moment.
We're doing everything humanly possible to prepare, but our eyes are wide open in terms of the multiples and our capacity as a system to deal with a surge of what we anticipate may require 50,000 beds over the course of the next 6 to 10 weeks.
We will have doctors making excruciating decisions. We'll be trying to figure out what we do with that surge, how to get ventilators, where to find beds, which is why it's such a great day, at least today, to know that the USNS Mercy is here.
We're not waiting around. We don't believe our fate is predetermined. We don't think the future just happens. It's not something to experience. It's something to manifest. It's our capacity, individual capacity to continue to make good decisions. The spirit of collaboration, the spirit of cooperation is alive and well in this state.
All over Los Angeles, merchants and residents are answering the call to help fellow Angelenos in need. And once a week, the owners of Casa Fino restaurant and cantina have made it their mission to feed residents without shelter.
We are a crisis housing shelter. We've been in operation for 30 years. Historically, we've been a sanctuary for immigrants. We have 45 beds for adult males and 15 beds for senior-aged women. Before COVID-19, our focus was on getting people housed, and we had great outcomes. Now our focus is to keep our residents healthy. We went from serving 2 meals, breakfast and lunch, to having 6 meal services to support social isolation.
we got a call that they need assistance. So we created a program where if people buy a meal, we donate a meal to this homeless shelter. This is the second time we've done it, and the more support people give us, the more we get to donate to help people, especially people who are very vulnerable right now.
This partnership with Casa Fina means a whole lot to us because it provides a hearty, traditional meal for our shelter residents. During a time of high stress, something that reminds you of comfort is really important, and it's also good to keep you yourself nourished and healthy. So if you are interested in supporting the shelter, you could call Casa Fina and order a meal for delivery, and then once you purchase a meal, then they're donating a meal to our shelter. So I think it's just a great way to keep a business in our community going, jobs for the people working in that restaurant, and then also helping feed the shelter residents at our program.
In the past few weeks, many Angelenos have come to see grocery store workers as a new class of first responders. Manning registers and restocking shelves has become exponentially more important, and the health concerns of working in a public place every day poses new challenges during this COVID-19 outbreak. But local grocers are taking those challenges and adapting for the sake of shoppers and the employees. Take a look at what they're doing at Vaughn's in Eagle Rock.
We are here today to show what Albertsons, Vaughn's, and Pavilions is doing to keep our customers, our employees, and our community safe and clean through this tough times. We're making sure we're cleaning and sanitizing almost everything you can possibly think of in our stores, from our shopping carts to our check stands to our hand baskets, through our departments, any type of touch points to keep our customers and our employees safe.
I think they've done a great job on what is really short notice. Everybody in the country's had to adapt to these some imposed changes and then changes that people have come up with on their own. If you look around the store, it's different, but it's different in a positive way that makes things work. A lot of us want to stay out of the way and not become part of the problem, but these stores have to be part of the solution to the problem. And they've just come up with great answers to things, again, in really short order. We line up in a different place. There's markers on the floor to keep people at a safe distance, and they've really done their best to keep stuff on the shelves. There are things to buy here, and the stuff that we need is here. And the people are really friendly.
Our stores are receiving truck deliveries every day, and so overnight those shelves are restocked. In addition, we go through and deep clean and sanitize the store every day. So again, store shelves are being stocked every day. Trucks are coming to the stores every day so that customers can know for sure that our supply chain is intact and that food will continue to be delivered to the grocery store and made available for purchase.
Hello, I'm Maria Hall Brown. We are here live at the Emergency Operations Center for the City of Los Angeles, and I'm delighted to be joined by Aram Sahakian, the General Manager of this wonderful facility.
Behind you is the hub of the city where we coordinate emergency response and recovery. At this time, we're activated at level 1, and there's 3 levels of activation. Level 1 is the highest level of activation.
What have been the major hurdles in just even the last few weeks?
We're having a hard time finding and purchasing the PPEs that we need, and not only for the medical professionals. I mean, they're also in a very tight spot. The N95 masks are very hard to find now, but even surgical masks, even gloves and goggles and thermometers. Yesterday we looked everywhere for thermometers. So we're going globally. We're going through our business operations center to reach out to vendors. And Dr. Ferrer today said that unless you're a medical professional, you don't need an N95 mask. I mean, to the point where you can make even your own. I mean, we are very short on these masks. So every professional N95 needs to go to the medical industry, the doctors, the nurses. Obviously, all our first responders, police, fire, paramedics.
There have been a number of ways you've had to be innovative. You mentioned parks as shelter locations, and now even the convention center. I mean, is anything off the table at this point?
Nothing's off the table. And we're using the convention center for a hospital search, 250 beds. Obviously, there's more capacity at the convention center.
Let's expand upon the convention center as a hospital space. I mean, Mercy's in the harbor, and that is a overflow hospital space for people who are not suffering from COVID-19. And the convention center, is that going to be for patients who have nominal problems?
Right now, the convention center is designated, like the Mercy, as a non-COVID center.
If you could give one message to the people of Los Angeles regarding the EOC, what would you want them to know at this moment?
We're ready. I mean, we live for these moments, right? We prepare for these moments.
Thank you so much, Aram.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Tonight, I want to talk to you a little bit about protective face coverings. We are now recommending that Angelenos use homemade face coverings when they are in public and interacting with others. This isn't an excuse to suddenly all go out. You need to stay at home. But there's another group of people, the frontline workers. These are first responders, doctors, nurses, medical technicians. This is an N95 mask. This could save a doctor or nurse their life. Please do not get medical grade or surgical masks or these N95 masks. We must not contribute to the shortage.
None of the nurses are wearing masks, not even surgical masks. Let me feel safe. I have family that I have to come home to, and the way things are looking, this isn't gonna get any better. America is not prepared, and nurses are not being protected.
And when the crisis gets worse, the last thing we want is for them not to have the life-saving equipment that they need so they can keep saving our lives. This will be the look. So let me lead as mayor and let people know this is how we're going to be seeing each other.
Mayor Garcetti orders a moratorium for renters. Representative Adam Schiff rallies support for entertainment industry workers. And Sportsnet LA comes to DirecTV. All this next on City Beat.
On March 23rd, Mayor Eric Garcetti issued a temporary moratorium on evictions for non-payment of rent for tenants who are unable to pay due to circumstances related to the COVID-19 pandemic. On March 30th, rent increases were halted on occupied rental units that are subject to the city's rent stabilization ordinance. These protections were extended for tenants during the local emergency in response to COVID-19 and became effective on March 31st, 2020. Together, these actions are designed to prevent unnecessary housing displacement and to prevent housed individuals from falling into homelessness. For more information, visit hcidla.lacity.org. As the majority of Hollywood's major film and television productions wrap early, suspend production, or have paused indefinitely in response to COVID-19, Hollywood's freelance below-the-line employees are feeling the brunt of the industry slowdown. The unique nature of work in film, television, theater, and live music means a huge swath of the entertainment professionals work only sporadically, leaving many who don't qualify for traditional unemployment benefits or paid emergency leave. Representative Adam Schiff was joined by several members of Congress in a letter urging relief for entertainment industry freelancers impacted by COVID-19 cancellations and postponements. While the Major League Baseball season may be on hold, there's good news for Dodger fans who haven't been able to watch the team on television in their homes. Spectrum has reached an agreement with AT&T for the Sportsnet LA channel to be carried on AT&T services such as DirecTV. Sportsnet LA has been restricted largely to Spectrum cable for the past 7 years, leaving Dodger fans who have other television services in the cold. Under the agreement, Sportsnet LA will now be available on DirecTV, Uverse, AT&T TV, and AT&T Now in Southern California, Las Vegas, and Hawaii. The channel was made available on these services immediately, but it's still unclear when the Dodgers will actually begin their season.
Now we'd like to take a look back at some truly terrific happenings that took place in Los Angeles just a few weeks before the onset of COVID-19. We didn't want you to miss out on hearing about these great events.
We like to do a lot for our community here in the South Bay and Harbor City. And this is just kind of one of the ways that we give back every year is we host this Hogs and Dogs event, hope to help out some of our local animal shelters and rescues, bring out some of the community that may not come here on a daily basis. And it's just a great way for us to give back.
It's a really nice event. These dogs need a home and people are helping them. And you can get free shots for your puppies and dogs too for free, so it's a really nice event.
We just came from her T-ball practice and said, you know, it'd be a good opportunity to go check out the dogs, and while we're there, check out the bikes.
I believe that they benefit people that are looking for pets because the pets need new homes. That's why, you know, some of these pets have been not taken care of very well, and the opportunity to come in and look at all these little friends that you can get, it's exciting, and I think that people like to help.
Well, I heard the event coming up, and I've been thinking about buying a dog anyway, and I thought, why not today? You know, it's a perfect opportunity to. So.
We're hoping to make this a yearly event that we have. We have the LA Animal Shelter as well as the Watts Project here today with their rescue dogs. So the more the merrier. If there's anyone in the future that would like to work with us, any rescues, we'd love to have them here as well.
Just had a 3-day regatta of 10 races. It's an invitational race for intercollegiate teams all over the United States. 10 college teams come. They each bring a team of 8, and they sail 37-foot keel boats.
Port of Los Angeles is really a catalyst behind the program, and the Los Angeles Yacht Club is really honored to be able to host it. It allows kids from all over the country to compete, fellowship among other sailors, come out in an environment that is fairly unique. Head-to-head competition with 10 teams. The only event like it on the West Coast, and one of the few events in the nation.
Our organizing authority, Cal Maritime, actually picks the teams. They look at the team's records over the course of the prior year, and they try and pick 4 East Coast teams and 4 West Coast teams.
Today especially, it was just really light air, so not a whole lot of wind. So keeping focused and keeping ourselves hydrated and in a racing mood.
Just keeping our heads up and realizing that second place at this event is huge. It's a good honor.
This is a unique opportunity for the schools to come, sail in bigger boats, and get some exposure to ocean racing in the beautiful waters here right off of Point Fermin in San Pedro.
We're here at the William Grant Still Cultural Center, and this is the reception for the Willie Bobo Life and Sounds of Willie Bobo. And it's a great, great day, and great exhibition. It brings back a lot of memories, seeing old friends, looking at a lot of old pictures. It's a great day in Los Angeles.
Our annual African American Composers Series this year in its 12th, and we are celebrating Willie Bobo. So the exhibition is called Spanish Grease, The Life and Sounds of Willie Bobo, and it was curated by myself along with his son, Eric Correa, who also goes by Eric Bobo.
And it's basically a celebration of the genius and work of my father, documented from photographs of the family that have never been seen outside of the house, and finally we have them up and sharing them with everyone. And you see family, you see the music, you see the influences, you see a different part of the man that probably a lot of people, they don't know or haven't seen. My father was one of the innovators of Latin jazz.
combining the both. Of course, we have the Spanish roots, you know, the Latin roots, him being with Tito Puente and various Latin artists, to now incorporate that in jazz. And we say if it wasn't for Willie Bobo, there would be no Carlos Santana, there would be no War, there would be no El Chicano.
Go and listen to the music of Willie Bobo. You know, you listen to, you know, the way that he helped shape the formation of like Latin music, Latin rock, Latin soul, even to today's reggaeton, things like that. You know, you have a big influence with Willie Bobo.
And the William Grant Still Art Center is not letting COVID-19 get in the way of residents accessing this exhibit. The center will be doing updates on their Instagram and Facebook stories, continuing to share images and information from the life and sounds of Willie Bobo exhibit. Looking for some entertainment while you sequester safely at home? Well, the Los Angeles Public Library has a plethora of promising portals for you to explore. From ebooks to audiobooks to the daily newspaper, there's a ton of material and media available online, and we're going to tell you all about it up next on City Beat Extra.
Much like everything else in LA, the Central Library and 72 branch libraries are closed due to COVID-19. But there's plenty of online content and information you can still access with your library card. Here's a list of the library's most popular options. Are you a fan of Audible? Well, the library has you covered for free. Choose from the apps OVERDRIVE and/or LIBBY to download the latest ebooks and audiobooks. With abridged and unabridged versions available, audiobooks may be a game changer if you're planning on cleaning your entire house, doing lots of cooking, or getting into some at-home workouts. Check out audiobooks on OVERDRIVE and LIBBY. Without the stress of late fees, these electronic items are returned automatically. Now you can stream thousands of movies through the streaming platform Canopy. Enjoy critically acclaimed movies, inspiring documentaries, and award-winning foreign films. Films found in Canopy also include Criterion Collection Classics, recent releases, festival picks, and more. Whatever your taste, you're sure to find something that's on your must-see list. Hoopla is a Los Angeles Public Library app that allows you to access free audiobooks, movies, music, and TV programs. Use this app to read comic books and ebooks as well. There's also plenty of content for kids, so you can keep them occupied while the schools are closed. You can browse newspapers, magazines, and other educational materials using LAPL's research section. Use it to read old Los Angeles newspaper articles and so much more. There's a section on the history of cooking, a collection of more than 11,000 theater programs, a database of pop-up books, access to genealogy programs, and much more. Anything you want to research or learn about, it's probably here. Ever wanted to try your hand at learning Photoshop? Want to brush up on the advanced functions of Microsoft Excel? Well, the library has an awesome collection of tutorials waiting for you at lynda.com. An award-winning online learning site, lynda.com offers more than 3,000 courses taught by recognized industry experts and 150,000 video tutorials on business, technical, and creative skills. Courses are available at every level: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. But wait, say you live in the city of Los Angeles but don't have a library card. Good news! LA City residents can get immediate access to these digital collections without first having to visit a Los Angeles Public Library location. Visit lapl.org and search for e-card registration.
Fun fact, most silent movies were never actually silent. There was almost always music and sound effects and other sync sound elements that helped bring the moving pictures to life. And while many cinephiles would know that the silents were first accompanied by a live organist, how many of them can tell you what a photo player is? Intrigued? So were we. Look what we discovered.
That's a soul stirrer. Photo players came about in about 1911. We feel that the Van Valkenburg brothers of Oakland, California, who were both inventors, conceived the idea of creating mechanical music for silent film narration. These were used in the smaller houses that were, let's say, too small for a church organ. There were 4,500 manufactured between 1911 and 1926. And of that 4,500, only about 51 survive worldwide and 12 play. In September, it will be 103 and it's still playing, yeah. What I look forward to, and unfortunately I can't be part of it because I'm out here in the lobby, is to have the audience hear a 103-year-old machine, 103-year-old sounds that they've probably never heard. And to get that reaction would be wonderful. But just knowing that it's happening in the other room is my just reward.
Free online yoga for teachers and students. Create a musical opus on Chrome Music Lab, or have a virtual night out at the Met. All this next on Virtual Things to Do.
While Los Angeles is keeping safer at home, the Metropolitan Opera Online hopes to brighten lives while their stages are dark. Each day, a different encore presentation from the company's Live in HD series is being made available for free, streaming on the Met website, with each performance available for a period of 23 hours. The schedule will include outstanding complete performances from the past 14 years of cinema transmissions, starring all of opera's greatest singers. The streams are also available through the Met Opera on-demand apps for Apple, Amazon, and Roku devices and Samsung Smart TV. To access them without logging in, click Browse and Preview in the apps for connected TVs. Ever want to dip your toe into the world of yoga? Well, that app is here. Down Dog Yoga offers yoga programs for high-intensity interval training that uses your own body weight to get your heart rate up and efficiently burn fat. Bar Yoga to get lean, fit, and toned with a new ballet-inspired workout, or the 7-minute workout that engages every muscle in your body to improve strength, agility, and endurance. Basic yoga is free to all. Through July 1st, all yoga programs are free for teachers and students. Just sign up and get stretching. Visit downdogapp.com. Chrome Music Lab is a website that makes learning music more accessible through fun, hands-on experiments. Many teachers have been using Chrome Music Lab as a tool in their classrooms to explore music and its connections to science, math, art, and more. These tools make it easier for coders to build new interactive music experiences. You can get the open source code with lots of these experiments. Just open any experiment and start playing. Visit musiclab.chromeexperiments.com/experiments. And that's a look at some virtual things to do.
Here at Channel 35, we stay committed to bringing you the best information possible during the COVID-19 outbreak. Remember that you can sign up with Notify LA to receive emergency alerts. To sign up, just text your zip code to 888-777. You can also find reliable information about the resources available from the City of Los Angeles at these websites: publichealth.lacounty.gov, coronavirus.lacity.org, or at emergency.lacity.org. That's it for this edition. I'm Maria Hall Brown. From all of us here at LA This Week, thanks for joining us. See you next time for more LA This Week.